Hello everyone. So the first part of art journaling in simple steps is finding something to work in. Now, this should be something that is not very important. Take the pressure off yourself of ruining another book. Find something that you have around the house, something that you're not using. Maybe a composition book. If you have a blank composition book, been laying around, you don't know what to do with it, you can use something like that. A sketchbook that you have, all these blank pages, just something that's not really important to you. It could be a sketchbook that you have started, didn't like the pages that you had done. That would be perfect. It's got to be something that you don't care if you messed it up, because we're going to mess it up. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be ugly, and you don't want to care about it. So if you've started something and you really don't know what you're going to do with it, it's been laying around, grab that. You could try putting together some various papers. This is junk journal, a junk journal signature with all kinds of different things that I have started. A junk journal would be perfect for this. Just something that it doesn't matter if it doesn't turn out. You're not going to be disappointed if it doesn't turn out. Just keep in mind, it's going to be ugly. It's not gonna be a finished work of art. It's not going to be one of those pretty art journals at the end. We are learning how to play. We are learning to enjoy the process, just learning to enjoy creating just for creating. We're not making a pretty art journal page. That comes later. You can also try maybe an altered book. If you've got an old book that you would like to play around with, take some pages out of it. There's a video showing how I prepare a book for altar books. I am going to mostly use some of these things, but I'm mostly going to use some signatures myself. I've got a lot of different kinds of papers, cardstock and file folders, drawing paper, sketchbook paper, watercolor paper. I've got all kinds of different things. And so I have put together just some pages that I'm going to use. What I like doing, I like working in signatures. So all I do is cut some pages, and they're all different. Some of it's just copy paper. They're all different kinds of paper. I've cut them to the size that I've wanted, so you can make it as large or as small as you need. Folded the pages in half and cradled them inside of each other. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. That's a nice small size. And all I am going to do is use a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and some thread and just sew those pages together so that it's kind of like a book. I don't measure, I just sew them together, and then when I'm done with the pages, and if I want to bind them into a book, I usually take this thread out and measure and make new holes to bind it in a new book with other signatures or by itself. So all I do is start in the middle. I don't even poke holes. I just guesstimate where they're going to go. Just temporary binding, just to keep the pages in an order of when I work on them, so everything is all together and I don't have to guess where my pages are. You can work on just single pages or maybe index cards, whatever you want to do, whatever will work for you, something that's not precious, something that'll be easy to use, and that's not going to be disappointing if and when you mess it up. Just something, anything. We're just going to play. We're just going to play and have some fun. So that is a signature that I will be using. I'm going to do all 3 of these. And that's what I'm going to use, mostly. I'm going to use other things too. I like working in signatures because I'm not fighting the rest of the pages. I'm not fighting a book. And when I use acrylic paint sticks when it's wet. If you turn the page and it's wet, chances are it's going to the pages are going to stick together. I don't like that. So if I have a couple of signatures going on at the same time, I can use acrylic paint, let it dry, and I can play in a different signature while it's drying, and I don't have to worry about my pages sticking together because I've flipped the page closed. I do enjoy working in signatures. And if the signature doesn't work out, if I don't really like the way it looks, if it's ugly, I can throw it away without any guilt. It's just a few pieces of paper. So that's all I'm going to be doing. I've got 3 signatures here. Let's just sew the other one real fast. Since I'm here, you can see me do it. Not a whole lot of time. Nice practice for the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I do have a video on making signatures and just sewing the 3-hole pamphlet stitch as well. If you haven't done it, it is really easy. Just 3 holes in your signature. Sew it, tie it, and it is good to start working in. So grab something to work in, something that you don't care about, something that you can mess up without guilt. We're just going to have some fun. And just learn how to play. There's my signatures. Thanks for watching.